Anthony Borsellino, Man Over Market, and this is your early morning e-mini call and other commodities that we speak about. What is this, the 28th, 29th? Hopefully this mic situation is figured out. I figured out that the camera, we were broadcasting through the camera, and people are saying that items are looking backwards. I don't know, because I can see what you're seeing right now. But anyway, neither here nor there. A market, they had a typical Fed day move yesterday, where it was trading at its highs, broke down, made new lows, failed to take out the previous day low, 55 and a quarter, and the low was 53 and a quarter, and then spent the rest of the afternoon going to new highs and taking out single prints that we've talked about for a long time. Now, we've come a long way since the 1876 area, where we talked about how they put the bottom in down there. And now we're flirting with 2100, and ultimately, can we get the new highs by the end of the year? So I think the market needs to take a little breath around here. I was looking for the market to go through the 72 up to the 80, 85 area, which we did. So I think that we got to take a step back and see what kind of consolidation we're going to be in. See if this range is going to shrink a little bit. As far as the other markets, gold, oil, oil got within a buck of our sell price. We talked about 41.93, and then yesterday the petroleum reports, it just took off and actually now is trading higher again. Bonds sold off a little bit with Janet Yellen and them leaving December on the table. I think they got tired of all the criticism that they were being sort of like a lame duck Federal Reserve. So that and gold is trading $27 off its highs from yesterday. So certainly some rotation going on in the markets. Could be fake outs because I still think gold is not out of the woods. I'm sorry, oil is not out of the woods. I still think gold is a buy. So we'll take a look at that. Let's just take a look at the market. Some of the upside potential, but I think we're going to get into some consolidation mode here, and that will be what we're going to have to do for a couple of weeks now, or a week or two. You got to get some consolidation. When the market shoots up like that. Typical Fed move, except usually there's a rally break. Yesterday there was a break and then a rally, right? So they had a little micro break in there, but for the most part, when it hit the bottom, it rallied to the new highs. Make sure if you got questions, get them to Anthony. Let's get into the screen share. I'm going to put this mic on. Hopefully this is better for you and it's not causing any problems. All right. Let's get the screen share over here. Let's go with the profile and share. All right, let's talk about the overnight action. All right, we've got a high up here of 2082. We've got a low of 2073 and a quarter. Doesn't look finished down there. Okay, does not. And yesterday's high was right here, 2085 and a quarter. All right. I moved this down up last night because I think this is the next target, 88 and a quarter. We hit our target yesterday when we talked about the single prints from 78.5 up to 84. You can see that on Twitter. I think the market next areas we got to look at. If we go back in here, let's go. That's how I do this, but we got to go back. I got 180 days loaded in here. All right. All right, here we go. All right. So we talked about this 2088, right? I said that's my next area I'm looking at. And then we're talking here 2090.75. And then up in here at 2094 and a quarter. I think that's what you're expecting if we can keep this rally going. All right. So going back to the day's action, All right. Overnight looks pretty much evenly distributed. Okay. All right. And so this means I think we're going to get a two-sided trade today, and looking for more consolidation. We've got some single prints down here, 2071. Well, I'm sorry, these are not single prints anymore. These got covered up yesterday afternoon. Let me give you misinformation. So, this was the action from yesterday. Went down, did not take out the previous day's low, right? If we go to a previous day's low, it was right here, okay, which was 51.5. We made this low here at 55.25, and then, it was a rally, a little bit back down on 11, and then we just went out and took it all the way up. So look for some consolidation. I think we're going to have to fill in down in the lower area down here, possibly all the way down to 65 area here. Okay. And I think that the market is going to be on a two-sided trade with consolidation today. All right. Currently, we've got the bull bear zone at 2081. We've got the value area high at 2077.25. We've got the 5-minute pivot at 2079. Got the VPOC at 2072.75. And we got the value area low at 2063. Let's see where the 15-minute pivot's at. All right. 15-minute pivot is trading right here up above us at 2081. And the 30-minute pivot is going to be right here, and it's in a buy at 2070. So it's basically telling you we've got some mixed reactions to what's going on this morning as far as the market. That tells me when you get pivots on both sides that we're going to need some consolidation. All right. As far as the Russell, right now it's in a sell below its 5-minute pivot. The NASDAQ is in a sell below its 5-minute pivot. And right here is the Dow, and it's below its 5-minute pivot. But like I said, with pivots up and up on both sides of the market, that's telling me we're going to get a choppy trade, and these things are all going to have to agree before the market goes anywhere different. Okay. Let me move this back to a 5-minute. Not to confuse you. All right. So we are trading basically right at above value. Okay. You got a VPOC here at 72.75. All right. As far as the other market's concerned, let's take a look at crude. All right. So crude is on a bender, and it's rallied up to the top of value at 46.22. We got the point of control here at 45.72. And then we've got the bull bear zone at 45.62. And then I got the value area low at 44.92, 46.22. Now, it's important to note that I take out on these numbers, I always take out this is the day action. So I split the profile at A, so I get the day action on crude. All right, so that doesn't have the Globex participation in it. So I mean the Globex from the previous day. All right, and then on the gold, we're trading below value. Same thing. I took out the day actions. It's day only. We got a high of 1183.10. VPOC at 1179.5, 1164.30. Currently, we're trading 1153.80, which is basically almost 20 or 30 bucks off the highs. So obviously, whatever that sell was, obviously, I still believe that I'm bullish. Not kind of. I am bullish on gold. Our buy day pivot's way down there though at 11, like 14.5, something like that. All right. Here's the bonds. Bonds now trading below value. All right, with the rate hike imminent now in December, I don't know. We're trading below value now. The bonds I leave on the 24-hour. Bonds I leave on 24-hour. So we got a value high of 58.11, point of control at 58.09, bull bear zone 58.02, value area low 57 and a quarter, 57 and a quarter. So that's what I have. Not much in the way of news today. More earnings. You got more earnings coming out. Yesterday, GoPro and a couple other big earnings came out. So that's what we had. Let me stop sharing the screen. So, I mean, ever since I've been trading those Fed announcements and numbers that are expected, the market seems to act like that. You get a fake out, the fake out break, and then it kind of, then it resumed its rally. I don't know what to tell you. The market rallied on hawkish news yesterday. So the news is that she was raising rates in December. So you can look at it two ways. One, are the rates going to be incredibly disruptive to the market? I guess nobody thinks that. And also, if they're dependent on data, then the data is telling us right now, according to the Fed, that it's going to be okay to raise the rates. So it was interesting last night. I don't know if everybody watched the debates. It was an interesting debate last night. I think that the one thing that Donald Trump has done is it's kind of invigorated the other opponents. They're out there trying to beat Trump and so on. Last night, I was leaning towards Ben Carson a little bit. I thought he was, he's in the lead. And then last night, I thought there were probably 3 or 4 people that did really well. I don't like to talk politics, but I thought that it's interesting how they're all talking about they have to attack big government. They have to go after this, go after that. They say it right. I mean, Carly, I always say mispronounce her name, Filarina. She's very well spoken. I'd like to see her in a head-to-head against Clinton, that's for sure. But I'm not saying that I think the two of them will. We know Clinton's a shoo-in, but I don't know. It's incredibly. All I know is that they're hitting all the right issues. But can we go back? Can we go back? Can we go back to a market that's not, the economic markets that are not overregulated and dominated by government control at this point? You think about there used to be 7,500 stocks listed on the U.S. stock exchange. That number has shrunk to 3,500, and virtually there is no IPO market for the middle guy, right? So if you're not $1 billion IPO, nobody's looking at you. And to add more insult to injury, you have banks. All the regional banks have disappeared. Big banks, bigger to fail, and so the big banks get bigger, and the little guy wants to get a loan, can't get a loan anymore. And all I know is this country was built on a bunch of entrepreneurs that maybe hired anywhere from 2 people to 150 people. Now you got to be, in a conglomerate that hires, tens and thousands of people. So I don't know where it's going. I've seen a lot in the last 30 years, but all I know is that the market volatility is there, so that should be good for us. All right, everybody, have a good day trading. Any questions? Make sure you get them into us, and hopefully this mic worked out better for you today, and we'll be talking to you tomorrow. All right, talk to you later. Bye.